All right. Hey there, folks. You ever start something with all the enthusiasm of a kid in a candy store only to quit faster than you could say New Year's resolution? Yeah, me too. Let's talk about those dreams and goals you've ghosted like bad Tinder dates. Spoiler alert, it's not about the talent or luck. It's actually about this unsexy but game-changing thing called consistency. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Karl J.Jacobi. You see, consistency is like that reliable friend who shows up even when you forgot you made plans. It's not flashy, it doesn't have a cool theme song, but man, it does sure get the job done. Remember when you were super hyped about a new project, hobby, or workout routine? You bought all the gear, you told everyone about it, even started an Instagram account for it. Then reality showed up with bills, work, and that Netflix series you just had to binge, and your motivation did the Irish exit. But here's the kicker. Waiting for that perfect moment to get back on track is like waiting for a unicorn to give you a ride to work. Not gonna happen. The secret sauce is pushing through, especially when you don't feel like it. Think of motivation as that unreliable Wi-Fi signal. Great when it's working, but you can't depend on it to stream your life's content, right? Consistency, on the other hand, is your unlimited data plan. Let's be real. Motivation is a mood swing. One day you're Rocky Balboa running up the steps. The next, you're a burrito of blankets contemplating the meaning of life, or at least the meaning of that leftover pizza in the fridge. Most days, excuses come easier than that catchy song you just can't get out of your head. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. My dog ate my alarm clock. We've all been there. Well, maybe not the alarm clock part, right? But life doesn't pause when we're not feeling it. Bills don't pay themselves, and dogs definitely don't need alarm clocks. I checked. Consistency doesn't care about your mood. It's the mail carrier of personal development. It delivers come rain or sunshine, and occasionally gets chased by dogs. When you flip that mental switch from I'll do it when I feel like it, I'll do it because it's Tuesday at 3 p.m., you actually become unstoppable. You're not waiting for the stars to align. You're arranging them yourself. Think about the greats. Serena Williams, Elon Musk, that guy who invented pizza delivery. Yes, that guy. Do you think they're always pumped to grind it out? No, not even close. They just master the art of showing up, rain or shine, motivated or not. They've turned consistency into their secret weapon. Kind of like Batman, but without the mask and the questionable nighttime activities. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Building consistency is like building muscle. You've got to tear some fibers to grow. Discipline is not glamorous, right? No one's giving you a standing ovation for waking up early to jog and read. Well, your neighbors might, but that's probably because you're singing show tunes while you're doing it. We've all been there, right? Or maybe it was just me. Discipline is the unsung hero powering your consistency. The more you flex it, the stronger it gets. It's like that awkward first push-up. It sucks, right? But after a while, you're going to be doing clapping push-ups and feeling like, Captain America. Here's the fun part. Showing up is half the battle. The other half, also showing up. Most people quit before they even start. They've got a PhD in excuseology, but not you, right? You're here. Possibly still in your pajamas, but you're here. Those moments when you'd rather watch paint dry than tackle your to-do list, that's when it counts the most. It's easy to be consistent when you're hyped up on caffeine and good vibes, right? I get it. I can definitely relate. But the real test is when you're running on fumes and your bed looks like a cloud sent from heaven. When you keep at it day after day, you build momentum. It's like pushing a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but after a while, as it keeps rolling, soon you've got an unstoppable force, and possibly a snowman named Olaf, and wanting a nice little warm hug. I like warm hugs. But remember, it's not about clocking hours like a robot. You've got to be intentional. Mindlessly scrolling through emails does not count as work. Trust me, I wish it did. Sorry, but not sorry. You've got to bring your A game, even when it feels like an F- day. And let's talk about patience, that virtue none of us ask for. Consistency doesn't yield instant results. It's not a microwave burrito. It's a slow-cooked feast. You wouldn't dig up a seed every day to see if it's growing, right? Trust the process. Water that bad boy and let nature do its thing. Too many people quit right before the magic happens. They can't see the sprout on the ground and assume nothing's happening. Don't be that person who leaves 5 minutes before the big surprise party starts. Surprise! Don't be that guy. Consistency beats motivation because it's there for the long haul. Motivation is like that summer fling. Exciting, but fleeting. Consistency is the committed partner who has seen you at your worst and still sticks around. So, when the novelty wears off and you're tempted to go binge watch a show you've already seen twice instead of working on your goals, remember why you started. It's not about how you feel right now. It's about that promise you made to yourself. We often think achieving greatness requires epic moves, like quitting your job to start an alpaca farm or climbing Mount Everest barefoot. But actually, success is more like assembling IKEA furniture, small but confusing steps that eventually make something solid, and hopefully without the extra parts lying around. Now picture this. You're standing at the foot of a mountain, looking up and thinking, nope, that's a big pile of not today. But what if you took just one step and then another? Before you know it, you're halfway up, and the view is not too shabby. It's those tiny yet seemingly insignificant actions that compound over time. Brushing your teeth once won't prevent cavities, but doing it twice keeps the dentist away, and it keeps your breath feeling minty fresh. And I'm sure other people appreciate that too, right? People often wait for the big break, the life-changing moment when everything falls into place. Look, I hate to break it to you, but waiting for that big break is like waiting for your toast to land butter side up when you drop it. It defies the laws of the universe. Success is less about giant leaps and more about consistent hops. Tortoise and the hare. We've all heard this story, right? Sure, the hare is flashy and fast, but who wins in the end? That's right, slow and steady Mr. Tortoise, cruising along with his consistent pace. So, don't underestimate the power of small steps. Don't get discouraged when progress seems slower than a sloth in a traffic jam. Every step counts. Every action is a vote for the person you want to become. Now, let's address this wall, the inevitable obstacle that makes you want to throw in the towel, or at least use it as a makeshift hammock. This wall isn't just made of bricks. It's constructed from doubts, fears, and maybe a few bad puns. It whispers things like, who are you kidding? Or, let's just eat that cake and forget about it. But remember, that wall is as real as the monsters on your bed were when you were 5. Breaking through isn't about Hulk smashing your way forward. It's about chipping away, one consistent action at a time. It's about showing up with your tiny little hammer and giving it a go day after day. Now picture this. You're at a birthday party. You got a group of kids. They're swinging a piñata. Do you think that very first hit cracks open that piñata? Probably not. It's probably like 4 or 5, 6, maybe even 10 kids after consistently hitting that piñata. Same concept. It's those small, consistent hits each and every single time. And let's not forget about belief. If you don't think you can break through that wall, you've lost the game before it even started. Your mind is like the command center. If it says mission impossible, well, cue the credits. So when self-doubt creeps in, drown it out with action. Prove to yourself that you can push past the discomfort. And if all else fails, picture the wall wearing a silly little hat. Trust me, humor could be a great tool. That's why I'm here. Now, about the process versus the out. We're all guilty of fixating on the finish line, imagining ourselves sipping pina coladas on a beach of success, right? But success isn't a destination, but rather it's a journey, like a road trip with unexpected detours, flat tires, and amazing roadside diners. You know which ones I'm talking about. If you're only focused on the outcome, you're missing out on a scenic route. The process is actually where the magic happens. It's where you learn, grow, and collect embarrassing stories to tell at parties. Before you know it, consistency keeps you glued to the process. It turns mundane tasks into habits, habits into skills, and skills into mastery. And before you know it, you're not just reaching goals, you're redefining them. Accountability is your sidekick on this adventure. It's easy to let things slide when no one's watching. It's like sneaking that extra cookie when you're home alone. We've all been there. Don't lie. Holding yourself accountable is like having a gym buddy who doesn't accept your lame excuses. Write down your goals. Share them with somebody who will call you out when you're slacking. Maybe even make a chart with gold stars. Hey man, if it worked in kindergarten, it can work now. Lastly, let's chat about our good old frenemy, failure. We've all face planted in the metaphorical mud, or maybe literal mud. But failure isn't the end. It's a plot twist. Every great story has them. Imagine how boring movies would be if the hero succeeded without a hitch. Snooze fest, right? Embrace failure like you would a quirky relative. Acknowledge it, learn from it, maybe even laugh about it later. It's feedback, not a verdict. Consistency is the face of failure. It's like getting back on a horse after you've fallen off, except the horse isn't your goals, and hopefully you're less bruised. Keep going, keep pushing. And one day you're going to look back and see that this failure was just a stepping stone or a comedic subplot in your success story. So, to wrap this up before Netflix asks if you're still watching, consistency is your golden ticket. It's not flashy or fun all the time, but it is effective. Force yourself to show up, do the work, even when you'd rather literally be watching or doing anything else. Because the people who succeed aren't always the smartest or the luckiest, but rather they're the ones who don't quit. Be the tortoise, not the hare. Unless it's a costume party, then definitely be the hare. Stay consistent, stay committed, and maybe keep a little sense of humor about it. After all, life's too short to be serious all the time. Your future self is already high-fiving you from the finish line, and it's not in the face. Now, I want to hear from you. No, seriously, I do. Drop a comment below and share one small action that you're going to do today and move forward with consistently. If you enjoy this video and want more content like this, don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up. It really helps the channel and it kind of boosts my self-esteem as well, let's be honest. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos or any of my bad jokes. Well, it looks like my coffee didn't get the memo about staying consistent. Time to make a fresh one. See you on the next video.